Stop using baking soda if you are prone to these 5 health problems. We often think of baking soda as a harmless kitchen staple, but here's the twist: it's not always as safe as it seems. In this video, I'll tell you exactly why you should stop using baking soda if you're prone to these 5 health problems. It's not just about a little extra gas or bloating. Baking soda may quietly affect your heart, kidneys, and even your lungs if your body isn't suited for it. Always talk to your doctor before adding baking soda to your daily routine. And stay tuned, because after the risks, we'll also explore the health benefits of baking soda and how to use it the right way. Now, let's get started by discussing when people should avoid baking soda. 1. High blood pressure. Most people never think twice about what baking soda might be doing to their blood pressure. But if you're dealing with hypertension, this common kitchen staple may create serious issues beneath the surface. When you ingest baking soda, your body breaks it down into sodium and bicarbonate. That sodium doesn't just pass through. It gets absorbed into your bloodstream and begins to affect how your body regulates fluids. Sodium pulls water into your blood vessels, increasing the volume of circulating blood. And when there's more fluid inside your vessels, your heart has to pump harder, and the pressure against your artery walls climbs. But here's where it gets even more concerning. Baking soda doesn't just act as a salt. It's also a strong alkalizing agent. Once it enters your bloodstream, it raises your blood's pH level. In response, your body tries to restore balance by adjusting hormone signals that regulate fluid and electrolyte levels. But when your blood becomes more alkaline from baking soda, the system becomes disrupted. The kidneys may start holding onto more sodium, compounding the fluid buildup and intensifying the pressure inside your arteries. Later, it may cause long-term stress on your heart and vessels. According to Science Direct, chronic baking soda intake caused severe high blood pressure in a 52-year-old man. After stopping the intake, his blood pressure dropped dramatically, and a rechallenge with sodium bicarbonate caused it to rise again, confirming a direct link between baking soda use and elevated blood pressure. And that's just the beginning. Tap subscribe so you don't miss what's next. It only gets more intriguing from here. 2. Chronic kidney disease. You might have heard that baking soda is sometimes used to support kidney health, but if you already have chronic kidney disease, using it without guidance may backfire fast. The first issue lies in how your kidneys manage acid-base balance. In a healthy body, baking soda's bicarbonate helps neutralize excess acid, and your kidneys then flush out what's not needed. But when kidney function is already impaired, your body can't efficiently eliminate the extra bicarbonate. This leads to a buildup of alkaline compounds in your blood, pushing your pH too high. That shift may trigger a chain reaction, affecting how enzymes work, throwing off calcium balance, and even weakening your bones over time. In advanced stages, it could lead to metabolic alkalosis, which creates muscle twitching, confusion, and dangerous heart rhythm changes. Furthermore, baking soda is packed with sodium, and when your kidneys aren't filtering properly, that sodium stays trapped in your system. Instead of passing it out through urine, your body starts holding onto both sodium and water. That overload causes swelling in your legs, increases blood pressure, and puts added strain on an already struggling filtration system. The more sodium you build up, the harder your kidneys have to work until, eventually, they can't keep up. And if you're already on a sodium-restricted diet, adding baking soda, even in small amounts, could completely undo your progress. According to research, while sodium bicarbonate slowed kidney function decline in CKD patients, it led to a notable increase in sodium intake, as reflected by higher urinary sodium excretion. This suggests a potential risk for sodium overload, which could pose long-term harm in CKD despite short-term benefits. 2 down, and there's more to come. But pause for a second and tell us your experience with baking soda. Have you noticed any of these effects? Comment below. 3. Congestive heart failure. You might think a little baking soda couldn't possibly affect your heart, but if you're living with congestive heart failure, it may create serious trouble without any warning signs. The first major concern is how baking soda increases fluid retention. Because it's loaded with sodium, it raises the amount of salt in your bloodstream. Your body reacts by holding onto water to balance things out, which means your blood volume increases. In someone with heart failure, where the heart is already struggling to pump efficiently, this extra fluid becomes a huge problem. The increased blood volume places more pressure on your heart chambers, especially the left ventricle, and that may lead to fluid backing up into the lungs. This is where symptoms like breathlessness, fatigue, and swelling in the legs get much worse, sometimes suddenly and severely. But there's more going on beneath the surface. Baking soda also disrupts how your body handles acid and base balance, which in turn interferes with your body's hormone systems that regulate blood pressure and electrolyte levels. In heart failure patients, these systems, like the renin-angiotensin-aldosterone axis, are already overactive and fragile. When you ingest baking soda, its strong alkalizing effect alters blood pH, triggering compensatory hormonal signals that lead your kidneys to retain even more sodium. That may not sound like much, but every extra bit of retained sodium adds to the total fluid load, making your heart work harder and increasing the risk of pulmonary congestion or even hospitalization. According to the Journal of Medical Toxicology, excessive baking soda use may cause life-threatening cardiac arrhythmias like ventricular tachycardia due to severe hypokalemia and metabolic alkalosis, making it a serious cardiovascular risk. 4. Respiratory alkalosis. It might come as a surprise, but if you're prone to breathing issues like anxiety-induced hyperventilation or chronic lung conditions, baking soda may quietly throw your system even more off balance. Baking soda doesn't just neutralize acid in your stomach. It raises your systemic pH even higher. This extreme shift makes it harder for your cells to function properly, especially when it comes to oxygen delivery. Hemoglobin, the protein that carries oxygen, holds onto it too tightly in an alkaline environment. So even if there's enough oxygen in your blood, but your tissues might not get what they need. That's when you start feeling lightheaded, tingly, or even faint. What makes it more dangerous is how baking soda also interferes with calcium balance. When your blood becomes too alkaline, the level of free ionized calcium drops. This isn't just about bones. Calcium is vital for nerve signaling and muscle function. So a rapid decrease may trigger symptoms like muscle cramps, twitching, and even heart rhythm changes. In someone already dealing with respiratory alkalosis, this creates a double disturbance. Not only is your breathing pattern affecting your blood chemistry, but now baking soda is making those changes deeper and harder to correct. According to the National Library of Medicine, baking soda misuse, even as an alternative remedy, may lead to metabolic alkalosis and severe electrolyte imbalances, posing significant health risks. 5. Gastric ulcers or gastrointestinal sensitivity. What seems like quick relief for heartburn may actually turn into a painful setback if you have a gastric ulcer. Baking soda, known for its fast-acting antacid properties, reacts with stomach acid to produce carbon dioxide gas. While this may temporarily ease burning sensations, it creates pressure inside your stomach as the gas expands. For someone with an ulcer, a raw, sensitive wound in the stomach lining, this internal pressure may stretch and irritate the affected tissue, intensifying pain and risking further damage. It's not just discomfort. Repeated exposure to gas buildup may worsen inflammation and, in rare cases, even lead to bleeding or perforation if the ulcer is severe. What's equally concerning is how baking soda affects acid production after the initial relief wears off. Your stomach is designed to maintain a very specific acidic environment to digest food and kill harmful bacteria. When you neutralize that acid with baking soda, your body often overcompensates by producing even more acid in the hours that follow, a response known as acid rebound. This spike in acid may hit an ulcer like a wave crashing against an open wound, triggering sharp pain and delaying healing. For people already managing gastrointestinal conditions, this rebound effect may create a cycle of flare-ups. According to Science Direct, excessive ingestion of baking soda may trigger spontaneous gastric rupture due to rapid gas buildup when it reacts with stomach acid. Now that we have discussed the problems of having baking soda for certain individuals, let's talk about the amazing health benefits of it. 1. Helps soothe itchy skin and insect bites. You'd be surprised how something as simple as baking soda may bring real relief when your skin's on fire from a bug bite or itchy rash. The first way it helps is through its natural alkalinity. When you apply a baking soda paste on the skin, it neutralizes the surface pH that may have become too acidic due to inflammation, allergens, or insect venom. This pH balancing effect calms the skin's nerve endings, which helps reduce that irritating itch and the urge to scratch. The relief comes fast because your skin shifts back to a more stable, less reactive environment, giving it a break from the burning or stinging sensation. The second reason it works so well is that baking soda has mild anti-inflammatory properties. When your body reacts to a bite or rash, it sends out inflammatory signals that cause redness, swelling, and heat. Baking soda helps slow down that response by drawing out fluids and irritants from the skin's surface, easing puffiness and calming the redness. It's like giving your skin a reset button after it's been overreacting to a bite or irritant. To get these benefits, just mix 1 tablespoon of baking soda with enough water to make a thick paste. Apply it gently on the affected area, let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes, then rinse it off with cool water. You may also dissolve half a cup of baking soda in a lukewarm bath and soak for 15 to 20 minutes to calm larger itchy patches. It's simple, effective, and a safe go-to when your skin needs quick comfort. If you have eczema, the National Eczema Association suggests soaking in a warm, not hot, bath with a quarter cup of baking soda for 10 to 15 minutes. To reduce any risk, it is advised to moisturize the skin after it has been gently dried. 2. Reduces muscle soreness after intense workouts. Most people don't think of baking soda as a fitness recovery tool, but it may actually play a powerful role in easing muscle soreness after a tough workout. One of the main ways it helps is by buffering lactic acid, the substance your muscles produce when they're pushed to the limit. During intense exercise, your muscles become more acidic, which is what causes that burning feeling and post-workout fatigue. Baking soda, being naturally alkaline, helps neutralize that excess acid in your bloodstream and muscle tissue. This shift allows your body to recover faster by reducing cellular stress and restoring a more balanced environment for muscle repair. Another reason baking soda works is its ability to slow the drop in pH that usually follows prolonged exercise. When your pH level becomes too low, enzyme activity within your muscle cells decreases, making it harder for them to eliminate waste and absorb nutrients. By keeping your internal environment more stable, baking soda supports better circulation and oxygen delivery to fatigued muscles. This process reduces the buildup of metabolic waste and inflammation, both of which are key drivers of soreness. To get the benefit, some athletes take about 0.2 grams of baking soda per kilogram of body weight mixed with plenty of water 60 to 90 minutes before a workout. But because the dosage needs to be precise and too much may cause stomach upset, it's best to consult a healthcare professional before trying this regularly. It's a science-backed way to help your body bounce back when every rep counts. ResearchGate claims sodium bicarbonate greatly lowered the increase in fatigue index following intense anaerobic exercise in badminton players, implying it may help delay fatigue by stabilizing pH and buffering acid buildup. 3. Fights fungal infections like athlete's foot. Few people realize that baking soda may actually help fight off common fungal infections like athlete's foot, and it's not just an old wives' tale. One of the key ways it works is by creating an environment that fungi struggle to survive in. fungi, including the ones responsible for athlete's foot, thrive in moist, slightly acidic conditions. When you apply baking soda, its alkalinity raises the pH level on your skin and in your shoes, making it much harder for the fungus to grow or spread. This shift disrupts the fungal cell's internal balance, weakening its ability to stick to the skin and multiply. Beyond just the pH effect, baking soda also helps by acting as a drying agent. Athlete's foot often starts in sweaty, enclosed areas like between the toes. Baking soda may absorb excess moisture and reduce the dampness that fungi love. Less moisture means fewer chances for fungal spores to thrive and break through your skin barrier. To use it, you may mix 2 tablespoons of baking soda with warm water and soak your feet for 15 to 20 minutes daily. You may also sprinkle dry baking soda inside your socks or shoes to help keep your feet dry throughout the day. It's a simple, affordable, and science-backed way to naturally support your fight against fungal flare-ups. In a PubMed study examining the antifungal properties of sodium bicarbonate, researchers examined 70 different strains of fungus that can infect the skin and nails. 80% of these strains were inhibited by 10 grams per liter of sodium bicarbonate. 4. Neutralizes body odor when used as a natural deodorant. Most of us reach for deodorants without a second thought, but baking soda offers a natural way to tackle body odor right at its source. What makes it so effective is its ability to neutralize the acids and bases in sweat that bacteria feed on. When sweat mixes with bacteria on your skin, it starts to break down into acids that create unpleasant smells. Baking soda, being alkaline, reacts with these acids and brings the pH level of your skin closer to neutral. This chemical balance weakens the environment that odor-causing bacteria need to thrive, so smells are reduced before they even start. It also helps by absorbing moisture, which plays a huge role in body odor. Most odor-causing bacteria grow faster in warm, damp places like underarms or feet. Baking soda acts like a natural drying powder, soaking up extra sweat and keeping the area drier for longer periods. Less moisture means fewer bacteria, and that means less odor. To use it, you may pat a small amount of dry baking soda directly onto clean, dry skin or mix it with a few drops of water or coconut oil to make a smooth paste. Apply it to areas like underarms and let it sit for a few minutes before rinsing or leaving it on as a light layer. It's a simple, fragrance-free solution that goes deeper than just masking odor. It helps control the cause. According to ResearchGate, sodium bicarbonate, when used alone or with activated charcoal, significantly reduces foul odor from decaying tissue in cases of severe skin loss. While helpful externally, this highlights its strong chemical reactivity, which, if misused orally, may carry unintended physiological effects. Though you and I often see baking soda as a safe household staple, its effects go far beyond simple kitchen chemistry. If you're dealing with chronic issues like high blood pressure, kidney disease, or heart problems, using baking soda could quietly make things worse. What feels harmless might actually be triggering symptoms you've been trying to manage. Don't take baking soda internally without talking to a healthcare professional first. You and I might love natural remedies, but not every one of them fits every body. In some cases, this simple powder could backfire, and that's a risk you don't want to take. In this amazing video, we learned about all the health problems when we should stop using baking soda. But did you know that there are many ways to protect your health? Want to find out more? Watch what happens to your body when you take caffeine. Or watch 11 worst daily morning habits you must avoid. Watch one, or even better, watch both. Do you know any other health issue when baking soda might not be safe for us? Let us know in the comments below.